Oh, that does sound pretty good.
Told you. Now you need one,
Yep.
Okay, okay.
Loronta, because you sound underwater. Dang, I need one of DeMarcus because DeMarcus sounds better than me.
Yeah, no, for real.
Oh
Simulate.
yeah, boy. And I got it for cheaper than you with the one you had
Yeah,
suggested.
because I paid like 50. DeMarcus sounds like the quiet storm.
On
Soft
B
and
103.
warm, the
The
quiet
cloud.
Lorante, be quiet. DeMarcus
on
is talking.
B. Don't do my man like that just because he ain't got no mic. Don't do him like that.
No, he can't say.
Okay, how are y'all doing? Oh, first, let's go ahead and welcome our special guest, Aite, to the stage.
What's going on? What's going on?
How are you doing?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. So tell us about your day.
Uh, my day consisted of teaching some badass kids, and I had a gig at the World of Coke. So
Playing
it's
the
been a
drums?
pretty productive day. Yeah, playing drums, playing drums.
So amongst all the soda, you were playing drums?
Yep,
That's nice.
outside.
Oh, wow. Hot.
Oh, hot wasn't the word.
But I tell you was in the marching band, weren't you?
Yes.
I mean,
At
that's
what
your bread
school?
and butter right there, playing drums outside.
No, no, no,
It sounds sweet.
no, because
That's Georgia Heat.
this high isn't our high. Cause what years were you in the band?
High school from '08 to 11, well, '07 to 11, and college 2011 to 2015.
Yeah, yeah. This hot isn't the hot that we had to go through. I mean, it
But
was
he was in
hot then.
Mississippi. He was in Mississippi though, so that's a
Exactly.
different type of heat.
That's a different type.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
That's that
Um,
dry.
so how is it to teach Gen Z how to do something?
Uh, so the thing about the Gen Z class, they are very talented, like talented out the ass, but they're so lazy. They are so lazy. I can teach a kid how to play about 3 or 4 rudiments, and he can play them probably just as fast as I can. But then when I come back the next day, oh, I forgot. How? Played this
Because
for
I ain't
3 hours
practiced.
yesterday.
So do you think that if a Gen Z wasn't that lazy, he could be better than you or she?
Oh yeah, yeah, most definitely.
Wow. Wow. Some kind words for Gen Z. DeMarco, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. You know, I got this new mic. Um, sound crisp and clear. You can hear my P's and my B's, my
Yeah.
S's and my X's.
Sound like the quiet
Um,
storm.
hmm but yeah, I can't complain. My homegirl birthday was Sunday, so we had a little brunch for it, and we just came back to mine, chilled out for a bit. She's gonna have a party Friday, so I'm just saving my energy for that. Uh, work seemed like it's gonna be pretty chill this week, so you know, broke things
No.
off with the older lady I was talking to.
good, good, good,
Oh,
good.
oh,
Yes,
oh. So
Yeah,
you
yes, yes.
stopped things with her.
yeah, yeah.
You did
Because
it respectfully.
yeah, I was just like, hey, you know,
Good.
it seems like you're looking for a lot more structure and instruction than I can give, and that doesn't really, work for me. So, yeah, I'm not really interested in continuing to see each other. And she was
Wow.
like, oh, well, I saw it, I felt it coming, but you're a
Ah,
wonderful young man.
ah.
Wow.
And I was like, and that was it. I ain't respond.
So how many days post the last time we talked about you seeing her did you do this?
Because we talked last Tuesday. I
So
probably
yeah,
did it.
mm,
I probably did it Thursday.
mm,
Wow. Wow.
not too much long after. Yeah, not bad.
Mm-mm.
So now
Mm-mm.
it's just
What
back
am, what
down
am I let it
to
marinate for? The longer you let it sit, the more they're gonna get invested, and the more they're gonna be waiting on you to reply. Set them folks free, man.
I mean, but you should have
Mm.
stopped it that day.
He had to process his feelings. Sometimes you
Yeah,
got
yeah.
like,
I had
well,
to
how am
process.
I
I had to process
feeling?
my own feelings. I
His
had to
Like,
feelings
process
what's
were
my
really
own
already
going
feelings.
on?
processed.
They wasn't. They wasn't. They wasn't. I talked to my dad about it.
Ah!
My
What
dad,
did he
What
I
say?
shouldn't have
possible?
called my dad. My dad
Yeah,
get bad
nigga.
advice. Loronta, tell him.
I
My dad was
love
like,
the Marcus.
dad was like,
Man,
give
I
it one
love
more
it.
chance. Go ahead, hit it one more time. It's gonna be different the next time. I'm like, Dad, I don't think so. I don't think so. So I don't want it. I don't want it.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah,
So
love
but
it.
yeah, no, life's going pretty well.
so now we're just back to Tindy and Bumbly.
That's not. These are not. You keep changing the nicknames, Jared. The audience.
Really?
No, I know the nicknames are Hingy and Bumbly, but you keep saying that they were Tindy and Bumbly. DeMarcus, how are you going to talk to me from all the way across the room? You have to be in front of the mic. You can't be walking around all across your neighborhood.
But it picked me up from over there, didn't
No, it didn't.
it didn't pick up my voice from over there?
No.
Not as
damn,
clear.
my bad.
Yeah.
Not as clear. Okay, cool. Thank you, somebody, for telling the truth. That was how you take. Appreciate it. Because Jared alive. But anyway, it's Hingy and Tindy.
All right, cool.
And no, there's been a third person.
Oh my God.
And we'll talk
Okay.
about it off pod.
No, I want to talk about it now.
Sure. We talk about that off pod. I mean, Loronta say he wanted off pod.
Yeah, he's the boss.
I mean, we can.
Nah, you the boss. You the boss.
You the boss.
Really?
You
Okay.
the
But
boss.
yeah, but it's just gonna be like a little first date. It ain't nothing serious. We're just gonna grab some tacos.
Some tacos? Some birria tacos?
I probably won't get birria, not this time.
Okay. So that was
So
the end of the
DeMarcus,
conversation.
would you being around such a large like Hispanic population, are like the tacos or like the food out there like way better, like exponentially? Like how's the food out there?
The food out here is dope. I mean, it ain't nothing to write home about, but I ain't gonna complain either.
Okay. Because I know it's a lot of authentic.
Like the stuff that I've had that's like really popping out here has been like the ramen and like the Korean barbecue, like that stuff that's been popping out here.
And I love Korean barbecue. Oh my God, we should go to this place down here called K-pop. K-pot when you get down here.
K-pop.
When I'm down in September, yeah, I'm down. I like me some Korean barbecue.
Look, no, it's Korean barbecue and it's hot pot for $35. Unlimited. Loronta, what's going on with you?
Hey man, same old. I watched. We talked about it last week. I watched the 2 episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm so upset. I told myself I was going to wait, and I'm so upset because the next episode doesn't drop until when? Right? I thought it was going to be a weekly thing.
It's not a weekly thing.
I don't know. I watched 2 episodes, and like the episodes I saw, like the air date was like July 7th or something. Today's the 17th. Why haven't I seen? That's more than.
I mean,
wait, so
my source was July 7th.
Oh, okay. Because I watched 2 episodes. And I was like, all right, what a third, and I thought it was going to come out last week, but
no. I mean.
So when is it drop?
Next week. Well, this week. Like.
That's what I'm saying. What day? What day?
7 days. So the 24th, right?
Okay. Well, I'll circle back. But yeah, so
the 23rd
got caught up
or
on
the 22nd. It's either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I don't know.
Right, over the weekend, pretty much. And I thought it was gonna come last weekend, and nothing came. But I guess I was just
I believe right on time. What you say, Ahite?
I think it's Sunday.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll circle back for that because that's one of my favorite current shows. So getting caught up on that. Work is working. Life is lifing. Yeah.
You make steaks yet?
On today. Not yet. I'm gonna be honest. I'm trying to be more into the managerial role as opposed to the operational side of things. Because I see like, game recognized game, and I see they're trying to do early. So that's some shit I'm kind of like not going for. I'm like, okay, I'll do this, but I'm not going to do that. Because like with jobs, once they see how much you can do, all right, let's give them a little bit less, ask them to do a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to definitely
so you
take
just
my
told
time.
him that you're not going to do.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I was just like, I feel more comfortable doing something else.
Okay. I'm here for it if you were doing that. It's hot strike summer. Everybody's going on strike. So
yeah,
if
we
you're
all
not
need to.
in it, do just your job description and that's it, and then go on
That's
strike
all.
with
But
Come on.
Loronta,
UPS.
you better do your job as it.
I know you're not talking.
You know I am.
This man works 7 months out the year.
I mean, that's cool. Who else can do that? But teachers.
Teachers, exactly.
But he
But
doesn't work
nah,
7 months out the year. Don't he be playing like for the games?
Yep.
yeah, but they have an off season, and what his ass be doing off
And during the off season, where I'm at, teaching.
at the
Yeah.
crib.
Yeah, because
At
the
the
games are
crib.
now, right?
Yeah, we're in
Yes,
the
sir.
season.
The NBA,
MLB,
the National Basketball Association.
This is a
MLB.
little off
baseball.
topic, but I got this. It's a little off topic, but I got this red pepper jelly. But this shit
I got
slap.
some.
That shit right there. That hit right there.
I got
What
some
you put
red
it
pepper
on?
jelly.
Put on some bread. You know, a little French roll,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
French baguette rather.
Red pepper jelly. Hold on. Let me get hip.
So, I want to put y'all on to something. I usually try to do a black made thing, but this time I'm just gonna put y'all on to a not black made, but it has some black characters that you can be. This is called Baldur's Gate 3. And this game is a direct link to Dungeons and Dragons. It took them 6 years to make it. Baldur's Gate 2 didn't come out came out in 2020. They say in this game it has over 124 hours of cutscenes that we are gonna get to see because they're based on your class, your archetype, your choices that you make. And I played the beta because it hasn't come out yet, but I played the beta. It is an amazing game. I was like, no, let me stop because I paid $60 to play the beta. Who does that?
What?
Yeah, I mean, it was Baldur's Gate 3. I wanted to see that it was like that. I want to see how
$60 to test your game and tell you where you're messing up at.
Yeah, that's how they get you. but a lot of people did that, and it is a direct link to Dungeons. It's the most Dungeons and Dragons game that I've ever played in my life. And after playing Dungeons and Dragons, it's still very, 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 very Dungeons and Dragons. Like you see the dice rolls, you get to make choices, and they actually put things in there that you wouldn't have in normal games. Like you can fly in this game, you can change to an owlbear, you can have sex with the druid when they're a bear. So there is a lot of different choices in this game.
That's a lot right there, Jared.
Yeah. I mean, you should get it, DeMarcus. I read that you would like it. It definitely is a game for Dungeons and Dragons fans.
Okay.
Because
I was waiting on you to say why I would like it.
Yeah. Because it's like
I should be offended in that.
Why would you be offended?
I mean, you might have said something crazy like, "Oh, like you would love to have sex with an owlbear, so you should get the game."
No, I don't think you would do that. Even though you are king, I think you would have sex with a teeming.
All right, but why is this a great game?
So in this game, in the little bit I played, you are actually fighting the I forgot what they're called, but they're the things with the squid heads, the intellect devourers. The second stage of intellect devourers. I forgot what they're called. Do you remember what they're called?
No.
Okay, well, they are the things that can like play with your mind, the sorcerers, and they are taking over Baldur's Gate. So we have to say Baldur's Gate. And you know, the cutscenes that I saw were very intricate, they're very in-depth, and like when you're there, you get to make a lot of choices. You get to make a lot of choices from the little bit I played because I stopped myself from playing it. So I was like, I need to wait until this comes out so I can play the whole thing. Like there are whole forms of people who are going through that first act and they're like, wow, this first act is crazy. And they keep going through it and there's always a choice and they see different cutscenes and So it's a really, really, really great game, and I think that all Dungeons and Dragons players should play it.
How you say you play any D&D?
No, I've never played it.
Put them on, Loronta.
Next guess.
Do you want to play it?
I mean, I'll give it a try. I've always
Oh.
heard about it, but I've just never sat down and just played Dungeons and Dragons.
So, like, do you play any games? Like, what's your favorite game? Is it video games? And like, what games do you play?
I play video games like 2K, Call of Duty, Jump Force, Naruto, stuff like that.
So nothing with a story.
Damn.
I mean, you can say that. Or Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay.
Story, God of War.
Okay. Ghost. And Loronta, you play Ghost too, right?
Yeah, I played it because of him. He put me on. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Oh. So, like, did y'all like it? Did y'all play together? Did y'all do the multiplayer?
No, we did. We did a little multiplayer here and there, but yeah, we definitely.
There's
Like I said, he put me
multiplayer
on.
in Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the best games. The sequel's coming out soon, right?
No,
Yes.
they haven't even announced
Oh,
the
it's not
sequel.
soon.
No,
Yes, they did. I could have swore I just read something.
no, they did not announce no sequel.
Here we go. I got
They
a fact
said
check
the
here
movie,
now.
the movie's coming out in some
movie?
years when the actors start working again. It's gonna be black and white and subtitle.
Oh yeah, that's gonna stop everything. That's about to stop everything for a while because both sides don't strike, right?
Yeah,
Are the
the
video game
actors
creators on strike yet?
not yet. I know that this Microsoft Activision deal just went through, so that means that Call of Duty is supposedly a Microsoft exclusive, but they did
Hell no.
announce that a deal was made with Sony that they would continue shipping it to PlayStation. So
You got to. You got to. You can't
they
take that
don't
whole
got
segment of
to.
the market out.
They don't
I
got
mean,
to.
if they want to
That's,
keep being profitable and making money every year, because Microsoft, yeah, they have a lot of gamers, but compared to PlayStation, come on now.
I mean, think of how many more gamers they would get if they said only Call of Duty can be played over here. Because that's
Niggas go to what's the other first person shooters out there right now? Like I don't know all of them, but shit, niggas is not getting on Xbox just. Well, you know what? I'll step back.
exactly
I'm
because
not even going. Yeah.
because y'all guys only do one thing, and that's Call of Duty and 2K
Bow, bow, bow,
and
bow,
Ghost of Tsushima and Naruto.
bow, bow, bow.
So I mean, it's not like y'all play anything with a story.
Stop it! Stop it!
If Resident Evil,
Yeah, he a
Resident
big
Evil.
Resident Evil
that's
guy. Yeah,
technically
he's a
a
big.
story.
Did you play the remake?
Yep, all of them.
Mm,
I'm waiting for the remake of 4.
okay. Yeah, yeah. They said that game was amazing. Were there any surprises in the remake that you did that weren't in the original?
Well, I ain't played the original in so long. So when I played the remake, I couldn't really tell any differences other than the graphic.
Yeah, yeah. But they said that the original was amazing. I haven't played any horror games besides I guess The Last of Us. I heard that Death by Daylight, that's a fun one. I know Gordon plays it.
Gordon
Death
loves
by
that game.
Daylight. And that other one with Jason. I forgot what it's called. Yeah.
I feel like they're still Dead by Daylight.
Probably. DeMarcus, do you want to put them on to something?
Put y'all on something. Do I got anything this week? I put y'all on Golden Kamuy already. And I told y'all, did I tell you about the Magnus Archives?
The Magnus Archives?
No? The Magnus Archives. It's an old podcast, probably from like 2016. I feel like I might have mentioned it before, but I'll mention it again. If you like horror, like Lovecrafty, Cthulhu type, thriller type stuff, it's more of like a suspense horror. But it's about this guy. who gets hired as the head archivist at this institution where they study like supernatural shit. So his job is to like re-record or is to record all the statements that they've gathered from people over the years into like a digital format. But some of them are like enchanted or corrupted in such a way where they can't be recorded like on video. So he has to use like an old tape recorder, and those are the things that you're listening to on the podcast. So he'll go through and just read the statement that some of that of the story of what happened to somebody else. And so like one of the stories is like it's a dude that's a criminal, and he's like, you know, me and my old partner, like we fell out, and I went to jail for him. And then, you know, when I got out, he wasn't there for me. He wasn't, you know, he didn't have my part of the money or whatever. So I went and talked to this lady who said he could get him back for me. And I'm thinking, you know, dude was thinking the lady was like just like a contract killer or whatever. It turns out the lady is like some kind of witch, and she put a curse on the man. And so like he expected the dude to just die one day. And so what's going on? And so what happened, he followed him around, but eventually he's like, man, this man ain't dying. So he kills him himself. And so the dude that's telling the story, like he starts losing fingers, he starts losing eyes, teeth, like he loses a hand, like the shit just starts happening to him. Because the lady, whatever spell the lady cast on the dude was supposed to make him suffer and not just kill him outright. So, you know, he go back to the lady like, hey, what the fuck going on? And she like, yo, she's like some hungers are just too strong to satiate. So, you know, they're gonna have to take what they were supposed to get from him, they gotta take it from you. But it's I didn't tell the story in the tone and temper of the podcast, but when you listen to it, like these joints be like they creep you out. Your skin kind of crawl, hair stand on end. It's good.
So it's a lot of stories. It isn't just one story. It's like
no, that's a lot of stories. Okay. It's it's an anthology. It's and it's already complete. So like you can listen to it all. You can start today and listen to it all. You ain't gotta wait for episodes to come out. I think it started in 2016 and ended maybe 2020.
The Mega's archives.
The Magnus Archives.
The Magnus Archives.
Yep. Okay. Listen to it wherever you listen to your podcasts.
All right. So that's how we're doing. Is there anything else you want to say before we start the show?
BGEN.
Okay. BGEN. Therapy did not work for me.
And there we go.
And let me tell y'all about it. So I had to attend therapy through my old job, and it was horrible. I had this Russian intern who was my therapist, and she was not relatable at all. Then we both had a language barrier that we had to go through every time we talked. Also, she made me come to our therapy sessions at 4 p.m. on Fridays. And you know I had to drive through downtown Atlanta traffic while it was in its peak. Now, I have said on this podcast that I'm not going to therapy again, and that I just need people to tell me what their therapist says to them so I can use their advice on myself. But you know what? I may have to rethink that. Y'all, BetterHelp is an online counseling service that allows you to connect to a licensed therapist from the comfort of your own home, or boat, or cruise ship, car, or wherever you may be. The best part is you can switch therapists at any time, and you have full access to virtual sessions through text, phone, and video conferencing. No matter what you're going through, BetterHelp has a professional who can help. And because you're a listener to Black Geek Energy, you can get 10% off your first month by visiting betterhelp.com/BGEpod. That's betterhelp.com/BGEpod for 10% off your first month. So go ahead, take care of your mental health today. Check out BetterHelp, and let's get back to the show.
And welcome back, everybody. Introduce our special guest again. We got Aite on the line. What's happening, man? And he's going to be our resident One Piece expert. That's right. We're talking about your favorite pirates soon to be king of the pirates, Monkey D. Luffy in the game.
That's his name.
So Monkey D. Luffy. I remember when I first started watching One Piece, I loved this show so much that I told the girl I was dating at the time, I was like, "Yo, so if I have a kid, I'm gonna name the kid Monkey D. Luffy."
So stupid.
And what did she say? What did
So
she say?
She was like, "You're not naming our children that."
Well, bitch, I ain't having them with you. I'm just
I ain't say it like that, but something similar.
So dumb.
So let's start here. What do y'all know about One Piece? Have y'all been
I'll
watching
go
it? Do y'all
first.
read it? Anything?
I'll go first. I don't know nothing about this show. I just remember that it came on Fox Kids, and every time I would turn to it or be up early enough to watch it, it was like the 40th episode or the 20th episode, and I was just always like, I have to watch this from the beginning. So I never watched it, and that's still happening today, 23, 24 years later.
This show has been on for a lifetime.
Exactly. People have like been born and have died during this show, and like, oh my God.
People have grown up and had children, and the show is still on.
Exactly. And I'm like, oh my God, like how do you even get into this show? Like how do you even start this show late? Like, this is crazy. But no, I know nothing about this show. I haven't read it, haven't seen it, only seen clips. I only know that Luffy has Mr. Fantastic powers. That's the only one I know. The only pirates. He's a pirate. The only pirate I know. I know they got a show on Netflix that's coming out. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know nothing else.
All right. Loronta, how much you know?
All right. I know a little bit more, but not much. Monkey D. Luffy and his gang of pirates eat the gum fruit. Not everybody, but everybody has different fruits, different powers, and that's about the extent. Similar to what Jared said, I feel like I just came when like it was just on TV, and I was like in the middle of whatever's going on, so I watched it for a couple episodes. But like I said, it just kind of went over my head, and it was just one of those things. Maybe I just got to come back to it when it's done. And guess what? It's not done. They're never gonna finish. It's like one of the longest running shows out there. So hats off to them. And I know they got millions of fans. So that's why I didn't want to disrespect them.
It's actually the most popular anime in Japan.
Right, exactly. The original, you know what I'm saying, where it's really popular at. So I didn't want to disrespect them. And so I definitely invited one of my longtime friends and, like you said, our resident One Piece expert in to have this conversation so it can be, give our listeners, hey, this is what it is. This is how you can watch it, and this is how you're supposed to consume it. So go ahead, fellas.
Well, I say, go ahead and give us your experience with One Piece. Like, are you a super fan? You just dabble? Have you been there since shooting in the gym with them? What's up?
I would definitely probably say I'm a super fan because I've watched it from the beginning to the current episode, and I'm currently up to date with the manga.
Oh wow!
Oh damn! I was not expecting that.
Wow!
I was not expecting up to date with the manga. Shit.
Wow!
They just got off their 4-week hiatus and they're back right. So yeah.
That I'm about to check how many manga books of 1017. 70. That's crazy. That's crazy. And so, like, okay,
it's similar. It's a similar number of anime episodes. I think it's like 1056.
Yep.
So, is there a lot of filler in One Piece?
Actually, there is no filler in One Piece. Really, everything in One Piece has to deal with the story and the world building of it.
But I will say that they do go off track a lot. Like,
most definitely, it can get off track.
Yeah, like One Piece is one of those shows. It's good, but it's fucking weird, bro. Like, I'm gonna give y'all the premise. So the premise of the show is
the Gum Crew.
Okay, you want to tell it, Jared?
Yeah. So Mr. Fantastic.
Shut up! Stop!
Found this boat.
Stop right now! Somebody mute Jared. So Monkey D. Luffy kid born on this island, wants to be a pirate, and becomes a pirate and decides to become king of the pirates. And so his journey is like to go around gathering up his crew and then sailing to the Grand Line, which is like one of the hardest seas to sail, and finding the One Piece. There's a famous pirate in the show named Gold Roger, or Gold D. Roger. And he was the old king of the pirates, but eventually he got caught and killed. But he supposedly collected all the treasure in the world, or everything in the world that's worth having. He has it, and he has it stored in One Piece. And that is the name of the place where it's supposed to be, the place where it's hidden. But he didn't tell anyone where it is. Not even his like old crew knows where it is, and you would meet some of the old Gold Roger crew as you go through the story. But that's pretty much the premise. Like they keep mentioning, Luffy is eating the gum fruit, which gives him the ability to like stretch his body. There are other cursed fruits out there. And what a cursed fruit does, it gives you some sort of power, but it takes away your ability to swim. It takes away your ability to float. So after you eat a gum fruit, as soon as you hit the water, you sinking. That's it. It's over for you.
You're cursed by the mother of the sea.
Exactly. And it's wild because like everybody who
you're cursed by the mother of the sea.
Mm-hmm. Because apparently, just like eat the gum fruits is like an affront to the mother, to the goddess of the sea or whatever, and she's like, I don't like that. But
okay. So pause. I got some questions. So, where does he get this fruit from?
So
they just found him. Go ahead, how you say?
As a kid, he grew up on this island because his grandpa just dropped him off, and he met a group of pirates that gave him the idea of becoming a pirate and becoming the king of pirates. So when he met that group of pirates, he always asked them to join. They always told him no because he was too little. So he ends up going through that shit, finds the fruit, and starts eating it. And that's how he got the power.
So, okay, if there are a lot of fruits, so gum fruits makes you stretch.
Like rubber.
And it does that for everybody.
No. Who eats the gum fruit?
Only he stretches.
Oh, okay.
And there's only one of each kind of fruit.
There's only one person who ate the fruit in the whole world?
Yes.
Hold on, Jared. Hold on.
It's different only fruit. One person can eat each fruit.
There you go.
Oh, one person, what would happen if somebody else eats the fruit?
Nothing.
So somebody else can eat the fruit, but nothing else will happen.
Hold on. Let me explain it this way, Jared. Only one type of fruit exists. So there's only one gum fruit. There is one flame fruit. There is one strong fruit, or whatever name the fruit has. There's only one exists. And another one will not exist until the person who has it dies.
Okay. So
there'll never be a situation where it's like,
okay, I know that he was constantly having to eat this fruit to replenish his powers.
No. Nah.
Okay.
You eat it one time, you got the power for life.
So then why were the original pirates carrying that mystical fruit? Were they gonna sell it or?
Probably. They're worth a lot of money.
They are. You can sell them for billions of dollars in U.S. terms.
So how are these fruit made? Who makes these fruits? The gods?
They just grow.
Okay.
They're magical. They just pop up anywhere and everywhere around the world.
So it's like on a special bush or something. They're like, oh, that's one of those magical fruits that gives people powers. Okay.
Yep. They look weird too. They look, I'll post a picture on the channel whenever this airs. But yeah.
Okay.
So there's some other kinds of fruit. There's like the dark fruit, which I think is hella dope.
Makes you black.
A black person does have it.
Oh, there are black people in this show.
Very few.
One or two.
Naruto.
Oh well,
Usopp's like a main character. He's black.
Oh, a
I thought he
main
was like Middle
character?
Eastern.
So
I
he's in every
thought-
episode?
I'm
I would
sorry.
call
Go
Usopp
ahead.
more Mexican.
He's Mexican.
I would say he is.
Yeah,
Maybe he Mexican. Maybe both.
I thought he was like Middle Eastern or something.
Middle
Like, what-
Eastern.
Something.
Could
He
be.
didn't give he didn't give full African Afrocentric. He had some of them, but go
I
ahead.
mean,
Y'all
it was the
professor.
fro. It was the fro that did it for me. That was what did it for me.
Right.
Oh, so he has an afro.
Yes.
Mhm.
Let's pull up a picture, Jerry. Hold on. Let's pull up a picture.
I really don't know nothing about this show. Okay, so he has an
And you
afro.
call
So then
yourself a black geek, and you don't know something about one show? Wow.
you don't know something about anything that's not Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm surprised that you know about that. So don't come for me.
Hey, hey.
Don't come for me.
Okay,
Order.
so
Point of order.
point of order. So okay, so they get this fruit and they can't float. So like, can they swim at all? Just not float?
Nah.
So then
Nah,
what
'cause
happens
it's
when they're in the
so
water?
bad.
Somebody gotta. Okay, go ahead.
I say if you don't mind.
What
Faded
happens
out.
when
What you
they
doing
get in
over
the
there,
water?
man?
I know he's on mute. What happens if they get in the water? Like, does somebody have to be always on standby to come save them, or
Yes, they will drown. Their
so?
ability
Not
once
only
they
can they not float, they can't swim either.
they will
Okay.
sink to the bottom of whatever pool or whatever water they sit in.
Mhm.
So they have a lot of floaty
Wait.
devices on this ship.
I want to ask this question: can they take baths? Because I've never seen them take a bath.
Ooh.
So they do Japanese type take a bath where they sit around and pour water on top of their heads.
Oh, okay. I have seen that. I have seen that in the show.
Bird bath.
So they
Basically.
can't even get like a
whole
tub
bath.
or anything.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. Go ahead, Jerry.
So they can't even get in like a tub.
No, they'll drown.
I mean, if the water doesn't go up to their head, yeah, they'll be fine. I mean,
You know, if they can sit up or stand up, you know, they're fine. But
Okay.
anything where they have to literally swim, they're
mhm. If it's more water than they can stand in, because they lose. It's not even just like they can't swim or they can't float when they get in water. Like when they hit water, if you eat a cursed fruit and you get in water, you can't move.
Oh,
Like you basically paralyzed.
Mm.
You can't even hold your breath.
the strength completely.
Mhm.
Oh, so okay, so water's like the ultimate weakness.
Yes. See,
Yeah. Then you're a pirate, so like everything you do is on water.
So
Every-
why are they pirates then?
Because you want to be king of the pirates, man. That's what.
Yeah.
Okay, so do they
what it's
do
called.
the other pirates have powers?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
Got
before we get to some other pirates, I want to talk more about the Straw Hat crew. That's Luffy's gang. They're called the Straw Hat Pirates. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just share my screen so we can go through these together real quick.
God.
Oh yeah, share the
You gave
screen.
him
Share the
access?
screen.
You gave him
If you
access?
go ahead and enable that sharing, I will.
Come on, Master Boss Man. Come on, Master.
Advanced sharing options. All participants.
Master.
No. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yeah. I'm about to put some wild shit up here. Y'all ready to see mine? I'm just playing.
Don't look
Loronta,
at my
that's
porn,
porn. Okay. So do
Well,
all
I know
these
you was
people
into
have
that.
powers?
No.
No, actually. I think nope. We'll go through them.
He a regular
So-
nigga though. Usopp.
The head honcho. Why don't they have Luffy on here as one of the Straw Hat Pirates? All right, we'll go to him last then. All right. So the first person he recruited was Zoro.
Yeah.
Was this guy right here,
That nigga.
Roar Zoro?
But he's white.
And he is that nigga. I mean, okay, like they
He's
all
white
white
with green hair.
they all
Actually,
white.
he's
We don't care
Asian.
about
He's
that
actually
part.
Asian. They Asian.
Yes, technically Japanese.
You know what I'm saying?
Like that's not what we're here for. Like we know
Let's not
that's
get caught in
we've
semantics.
already done it. We've already done the episode about there are no black people in anime. But Zoro is a swordsman who uses 3 sword style. and he is that nigga. He's one of my favorites because he's always down for whatever foolishness Luffy get into. He's like one of the strongest ones aside from Luffy. I would say he might even be stronger than Luffy because Luffy be seeming like he'll be taking his fight seriously until like the very end.
So I've definitely seen this person fighting in clips and stuff. So, but he does not have any powers from the seed.
No.
So all that's just skill.
Not eat a devil fruit.
Okay.
And he be doing some dumbass training, like he'll be doing squats with boulders on his back and shit. Be benching mountains and whatnot. It's like, bro.
Wait, a mountain?
Big fat
Not
ass.
a mountain. I exaggerate to make a point, but a big ass rock.
I mean, you can't exaggerate in anime because
because they might actually be doing that shit. All right.
Come on now.
That's him. The second person he recruited was this guy, Sanji. He's the cook on the ship. I think Zoro's just like the first mate. Sanji's the chef, so he be cooking. He does not use his hands for anything. He don't, he won't even slap nobody with his hands. Like he'll kick a motherfucker.
Yes.
So how does he cook?
With his hands. That's the only thing he uses his hands for, cooking. If he fight, he's fighting with his feet.
Kicking.
His hands gonna go in the fight.
Straight kicking nigga.
Okay.
Yep.
Didn't eat a fruit.
So only Luffy out of his crew, only Luffy is the one, right?
That's not true.
No,
that's not true.
Who else in his crew? Oh, go ahead.
We'll get to him.
3 or 4 niggas.
I'm gonna let Aite do the next one. Because the next person he recruited was this girl right here.
Cat Burglar. This is she did not eat the devil fruit, but like this is the girl that's about her money. Like if it's about getting the bag, she gonna get it. Everywhere they go, she is it.
If it's about getting a bag, yo, get that bread from the person.
Yes.
So who was she the love interest for?
Nobody.
Oh,
actually, Sanji.
Her only love is money and having.
Sanji is in love with her, but Sanji kind of a hoe. He in love with every woman he sees, pretty much.
And Sanji is the cook.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And then next, who do they get after Nami?
I do not have to go in order.
I feel like Usopp was next.
Yes, Usopp.
All right, this is the guy we was talking about. This is the black guy, but he is, he hella light skinned. He might be Dominican.
Jewish. He is not black.
There you go.
He's Jewish.
I didn't want to say it. Look at that.
But he's brown, man.
No, he's not. That's just a tan. No, that's not black at all.
But he's always like in the show. Like when he first got on the show, he was a little darker than this.
Look,
am I wrong?
you gotta. No. I know that DeMarcus gotta give it for his light skins, but he's not even light skinned. He is white. He is Jewish.
Look at that beard. That's the Mexican beard.
Dominican.
Yeah,
he look black.
He look like I said. He look Dominican because they be having like froze in the little bitty beards.
No, Dominicans are black. He is not black at all.
It be light skinned Dominicans.
No, DeMarcus, you want everybody to be light skinned like you. No, he is not black at all. He is. But
Jewish. He's the gunner on the ship. He also does not have any devil fruit powers. He the sniper. So he manned the cannons and he like shoot that little slingshot thing he got, which I thought was real weak at first. I was like, why the fuck? Why the fuck they only give him a slingshot? Why he ain't got no gun? Because there are guns in the world. Like people do use guns.
But he chooses.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you got it.
I was gonna say they call him, but Usopp is so dumb lucky that people think that he is much stronger than he is. Because Usopp is really fucking weak. Like the weakest one in the crew, aside from maybe like, I don't know, probably on the same level as Nami. Because they both of them pretty weak. But he a coward, he be running away all the time. But like people who are not in the Straw Hat crew, they call him like God Usopp. Because I forget what happened. Do you remember Aite how he got that nickname?
It was during the Dressrosa arc.
Mm-hmm.
He talking shit, saying I'm a god and I'm gonna make this happen, and by dumb luck, it actually happened. It wasn't his fault. He did nothing to make it happen, but by dumb luck, it happened. And so after that, they called him God Usopp.
Yeah. So they think this man is a god. And
His
like
lies become truth.
yeah, and all he got to do is show up now, and folks like run away. All right. And I think after
So basically,
Usopp,
it's just all talking, no action.
all talk, no action.
No
If
action.
Jared was in this anime, he'd be Usopp.
Ah!
It's not that funny because, all right.
That's right.
Oh, she's real skinny.
She has a devil fruit power.
Oh, finally.
Fill us in, Ayute.
So, okay, let me just ask, how many episodes was it until this character came in?
Yeah, hundreds.
Really? Until we see another devil fruit person?
No. We see a lot of other devil fruit people.
They're just not on the same team. They're like ops, not ops, but other side. You know what I'm saying? You fight them, but that's the only one on the same team as Monkey D. Luffy.
Okay, so who is she?
She is the archaeologist of the group. So
she also like the map maker.
No, Nami's the map.
She's the navigator. Yeah, Nami's the navigator. Yeah.
And Robin's the archaeologist. So she studies all of the past, and there's 800 years of the past that the world government has hidden from the world. And her mission is to figure that out. What happened in that 800 years?
Yeah. What another fold in like the story of this anime is that to find One Piece, like Roger didn't tell anybody where it was, but he left these there are Gold Roger didn't leave them, but there are these, like, they call them poneglyphs, but it's basically these big stone cubes that have directions on how to get to the One Piece on there. Because the One Piece is like supposedly just like an island where all the treasure is left, at the island at the end of the Grand Line. So she's the only one that can, and they're written in like an ancient language, and she's the only one that can read that language. So that's her whole stick, and she's pretty powerful. She don't fight that often for as strong as she is, though.
They've been letting her fight more often in these recent series. In the recent
yeah.
So what's her powers?
She has a hand fruit.
Does that jack you off? I don't like you said that like I'm supposed to know what it does.
I mean, it could if you wanted it to. But
yo, that would be the best hand job you will ever get.
What are her powers? Yo, come on.
Like,
what is this?
She can literally grow a hand anywhere. Like
on her shoulder,
on your shoulder, your head, on your back.
Pull up a picture. Pull up a little.
How is that powerful?
New tab.
How is that powerful?
She can, like, let's say you're trying to capture, tie you up, and not move a muscle. All she did was cross her arms.
That's not what I expected.
She done broke your back.
One Piece right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It has a lot of uses. Like she can combine her hands to make wings.
She can make some wings on her body.
Shit.
She can, grow a hand out of a hand. She can get like 3 arms and shit.
Make a whip out that shit. Oh, she can
make some big ass feet, stomp your ass.
So it's not just hands.
Apparently, well, I think when she makes other things, she makes them out of hands. So those 2 feet are just like a bunch of small hands together to make a foot.
That's doesn't seem.
Imagine
getting slapped with them hands.
Constant rounds.
Oh, this is like pretty recent right here. She can make a giant version of herself out of hands.
Damn.
Okay, I'm not.
You don't like her because she's a woman, Jared? Because she's a woman. That's why you don't like her.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just hands, though. Like,
Exactly. Hey,
That's
Derek
all.
said
fight.
he'll be more interested if she made dicks.
all right. So another gay joke on Black Geek Energy. All right. Who's Chopper?
That's
Chopper,
my nigga. I fuck with Chopper
Tony
too. my nigga.
Chopper. He's the doctor of the pirate crew. So before Chopper got on there, whenever anybody got hurt, it was just hurt. But now Chopper, he be healing folks. But the thing with Chopper is that he's actually a reindeer that ate the human fruit. So he can change it. He's an animal that can change into a human. But what's much more common in the story is that you get people who have eaten like some sort of animal fruits. Yeah. But yeah, so he can change into like, I'll pull up his shit in another tab too, but he can change into like,
He got a couple forms.
don't he though?
Y'all, this seems so stupid so far.
Yo, it's fucking it's ridiculous. It is one of those ridiculous shows. So he got like this horn form. Well, he'll picture of a bunch of them. He got like a speed form, a muscle form. He got a kung fu form,
a jumping form.
right?
What's 7? His fat form?
A defense form. What did you say?
A fat form?
His kung fu form is actually fat. Like this is the kung fu form right here.
Okay.
And then he has like a monster form too that he can take.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I like Chopper, man. Chopper's pretty cool, but he be real silly, and I don't like that.
That's what actually makes me like him. Because
that's what make you like him?
Yeah, because he's still a reindeer. So his only reaction with humans was with the first doctor he met and the second doctor. Everything learning from the Straw Hats, who are all mentally ill.
Yeah.
So okay, he's a reindeer and he's a doctor. How did that happen?
So as a reindeer, before he found the human fruit, he ate it, and when he ate it, it turned him into like a semi-human. So he learned to talk, and he didn't fit in with no reindeer. He couldn't fit in with humans because he didn't look like them fully, because they were scared of him. So his only reaction that he could get was from a crazy doctor that taught him everything about medicine. So he found his doctor, and the doctor taught him everything he knows about medicine.
So how old is this child?
How old is his reindeer? I don't know. We don't know.
I don't know how to count reindeer years.
All right. So who's next? Like, how's somebody just gonna get up and walk away?
Man, y'all talking about Chopper. I got you.
No, you got to show the next person.
Chopper is my nigga.
Why?
Why is he my dude? I don't know. I like his transformation. Yeah,
he can cure anything.
Yeah, all he need is time. I fuck with Frankie. I tell you want to take this one?
All right. So Frankie is the shipwright. So he built the ship that they're on, and he also made himself a cyborg. So he's like the genius of the group.
Mm-hmm.
What anime character has a name like Frankie?
That's the name they gave him. He's also, which is why he got the thong on.
He's also what?
A pervert.
Is he a pervert? I don't think he's a pervert.
Of course he wouldn't.
I don't think he's a pervert.
He got little headlights as nipples.
Wait, he what?
He got headlights as nipples.
Okay.
Let me see. I don't want to type in Frankie nipples on my computer. I thought about that.
You know, now you about to get just a bunch of
I thought about
nipples for the next
Marcus,
week.
you use Safari like it's a real browser.
It's gonna be a random dude named Frank with his shirt off.
Then type in One
Frankie.
Piece Frankie nipples.
All right, I'll give it a shot for you. Jared.
Like you're in Safari, like it's a real browser.
It is a real
DeMarcus.
browser. The most secure browser there is.
Is it?
No, it's not more
Yeah.
secure than Firefox.
Whoa.
Firefox is janky as hell.
Whoa. Oh, that's what.
Look, first picture.
He blinded
Like the
niggas.
first 10 pictures.
So when they're in tunnels, he just uses his nipples.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. Next.
Mhm. Mm.
Then after Frankie was Brooke.
Mhm.
Wait. How are the people that build the ships like the 8th and 9th person to join the crew?
Different
That doesn't
ships.
make sense.
Different ships. They was just
Yeah.
riding some bullshit.
Early
Yeah.
on, somebody.
They got
Early on. Go ahead, Aite. Go ahead, tell it.
early on when they met Usopp, a girl that liked Usopp gave them a ship to ride. And they rocked that ship all the way to that ship couldn't rock no more.
Well, they rode that thing to the sails fell off. Goddamn.
And it fell off a couple times.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
so how is like the builder of the ship the 8th person to join the Straw Hat crew?
because initially they never planned on getting another ship. That was just going to be their ship. But after riding for so long and then trying to get it, they found out that that ship is not meant to sail these waters. So that's when they met this shipwright, forced him to get on, and he built them a ship out of the strongest wood on that planet.
Damn.
It's called the Adams Tree.
Oh, see, I didn't even remember that part.
Oh my God, DeMarcus, if you're gonna talk, you got to be by the microphone, not in your kitchen. So who is this
This
person?
microphone already starting to get on my goddamn nerves.
Stop it.
Who is this person?
Brooke.
This is Brooke. This is the musician. He played all the music on the ship.
He ate a devil fruit too.
Yep, he also did eat the devil fruit.
No,
He ate the
did.
soul.
Huh?
Yeah, he is dead. That's his bones. He once was a pirate, and then
With a different crew.
got with a different crew. He was the captain of that crew.
Was it?
Yep, he was the captain of that crew, and everybody died.
Luffy whooped his ass? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got into
So
everybody died.
what fruit did he eat?
He ate the
soul fruit.
So that means his soul never leaves his skeleton. I mean, he can force it out, but because he ate it, he's technically immortal. His bones will forever walk the earth. Because you can, as you see, he's already dead. He has no eyes, no skin.
Is everybody who eats a fruit a pirate?
No.
DeMarcus,
You do
I
got
cannot
people
hear
that's
you.
Obviously, you can.
What were you saying, Aite?
You got people that's in the Navy that has eaten fruits.
Oh, the fucking Navy.
People in the world government eating fruits.
But all the people that ate fruits have a job that deals with water.
More or less,
Yep.
most of the people. And I think that's just because those are the people who can find them because they be traveling. Like if you stay on your one island for your whole life, then you probably won't never run into no fruit. All right.
You'll probably never run into another fruit.
You'll probably never run into a fruit, period. Because what's the chances of one of these fruits just popping up on your particular island?
No, but
Slim.
why would you continuously be out in the water when that's the only thing that can kill you? That doesn't make sense. Why don't you just?
Because they did in Jerry, we wouldn't have a show.
Yeah, this
It's
is
all
not
about
even making sense.
pirates.
Okay,
right.
who's this guy?
Give him the last one, Aite.
Yep. This is Warlord of the Sea, Jinbei. He drives the ship. He's also a fish man.
Mm-hmm.
So are they a race of fish people or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And their king is named Poseidon. He got a daughter that's a mermaid.
She bad.
Was the daughter's name Ariel, Ayute?
The daughter name is Shirahoshi.
Oh, okay. So no. But the dad's name is Poseidon.
Yeah, the dad's name is Poseidon.
But yeah, like Jinbei, like so on land he pretty strong, and like he used like fishman kung fu. But underwater, yo, that man a beast.
Ooh.
So who does
Can
he
you
fight
tell-
underwater if they can't swim?
I mean, he's one of the people that can swim, so he
No,
can
I
jump
mean
in the
like
water.
I
them
mean
out.
like the people that eat the fruits. Like who's he fighting underwater if nobody strong can swim?
Other
Well,
fishmen?
they don't have to be underwater for him to fight them. They can be on land and he can be underwater. And he can send a whole tidal wave to come pull you in.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
And he's an actual fish.
A
He's a
fisherman.
fish man.
So where's his tail?
He ain't got no tail.
Oh,
He's a fish man.
He got gills.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
All right. I want to take a look at a list of these devil fruits. So that's all the I want to ask y'all who's your favorite who's your favorite crew member now that we done looked at them all, but I feel like y'all don't have enough context. I say who's your favorite crew member?
Zoro.
Zoro, hands down?
Hands down.
Mine is Zoro too. Who's the second favorite?
After that, with Luffy. Then
Okay, fair enough.
Chopper, Jinbei, Sanji, Nami, Robin. Usopp last.
Usopp is last.
Usopp,
I like
bottom.
Usopp. Usopp is a little higher on my list. But it's definitely Zoro, Sanji. Luffy is dope, but I hate being a fan of like the main character of a show because it's like that's the whole point of the show.
I can get that.
But yeah, I like Robin because she's smart and she's like she be chill when everybody else be going crazy.
Should be so dark.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing
let
that
me
Aite
see.
said earlier was that everybody on the crew has a mental illness. So can you explain that?
Okay, so everybody on the crew has been through something traumatic. So like they're really traumatized to the head. Like Luffy was abandoned by his father, took in by his grandfather, who severely trained him to be a Navy admiral, but he ended up being a pirate.
Mm.
And he cut himself as a kid to prove that he was tough enough to get on a pirate ship, which is why he has a scar under his eye.
So he was abused by his dad?
By his grandfather, yes.
Okay.
His dad is a revolutionary, ain't he?
Yes, his dad is a revolutionary. One of the world's most wanted criminals.
Ooh.
Yeah, because the another fold in the story is that the world government is shit, much like the government is in real world. But the world government, like they hide in like 800 years of history. They, as soon as they don't like you, they be like, oh, take him out. They do all sorts of assassinations and shit. They pretty much run the seas, and they be like, oh, they tell folks that live like on land, like you can do this, you can't do that. They run everything, and they corrupt as a motherfucker.
Yep.
Like I think was it Robin's like entire race of people they killed?
Yes, they killed Robin's entire race of people because they figured out what happened that 800 years in the past.
Damn.
And Robin's the archaeologist.
Yes, and she was that's her traumatic story. She survived that. She was a little kid when that went on, and she was the only one to walk away. And she walked away crying.
Of course she did. So, okay. I mean,
Is that episode in English by now?
oh my God.
Yes.
All right, I might go ahead and take a little peeky peek.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Luffy is on this ship with his comrades. So like, and they're trying to get this One Piece. Why haven't they found this One Piece in 23 years? And why haven't they gave up?
All right, so Luffy is the type of person that he's not gonna give up. He sets his mind to it, he's gonna do it. Like I don't care how long it takes. It's about the journey, not the end point. Because he's just kind of along the way we're gonna find the One Piece. But there's 4 big stones that have where the One Piece is, that tell you where the last island is. And it's hard to find these stones because they're hidden from the world government. There are other pirates who have the stones. And there are other places in the world that are shut off from the world government that also has the stone.
Mm-hmm.
Like the land of the samurai, they have a stone that's in their country. The land of the minks in the hidden Phantom Island, they have a stone. And then there are 2 emperors of the sea who also have a stone each. So you have to find that stone, fight them for it, and then only then can they find where it is.
So how many stones do they have now?
They have
3.
They have 3 now, yeah.
Do they know where the 4th one is?
They know who has it.
But they don't know where that person is.
No, but they know who has it.
And I would say the reason it's taking so long because they keep getting sidetracked. They keep getting sidetracked by bullshit. And because as much as Luffy is like, I'm gonna be king of the pirates and I'm gonna find the One Piece, he's also like, oh, there goes a giant whale looking thing. Let's go find out where it's going. And it's like, that ain't your business, Luffy.
And they fucking going to some town. They end up something bad that happens. So now they got to free this town from out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Fight some more pirates, and then get back on track to what we were supposed to be doing.
Yeah, because the whole reason they in the land of Wano, they had to take their little boy back because they went to an island called Punk Hazard where they like folks was like making devil fruits, like artificial devil fruits, and it was and they found this little boy who's like, oh, I'm lost, help. And this other guy who's supposed to be like one of his retainers, and they was like, oh, we're from the land of Wano. Can you take us home? And it's like, sure, we'll take you home. And so now we done spent the last year in the land of Wano, all because of this shit. And when they got there, they found out one of the emperors of the sea had took over the country.
DeMarcus, you can't leave when you're talking.
I'm gonna stop talking now.
So let me just ask. These artificial fruits, did they work?
Some of them did, some of them didn't. So like the ones that did granted them the power of some animal, but the ones that didn't, like any drug that you take, it had side effects. So the people that ate the fruit that didn't work, they couldn't stop laughing. Like, so they ate that defective fruit, they were forced to laugh regardless. Like if they wanted to cry, it was a laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that was real sad, that story arc where they explained that. But I wanted to add, even the fruits that work, they don't work like the real fruits. So it gives you the power of an animal, but like where if you were to eat the gorilla fruit, the real gorilla fruit, you'll be able to change it to a gorilla or change it to like a half a gorilla. The artificial fruit, if it gives you gorilla powers, it puts a gorilla on your hand. One of your hands turns into a gorilla, and that's it.
Oh, fuck.
Or like, or you have a giraffe growing out your ass. Like it ain't no telling how the power gonna work.
Can you eat another one? Like another animal fruit? Like, come on, man.
So that's the funny thing.
So you can eat more than one devil. Well, actually, there's only one person in the series that we know of that has eaten more than one devil fruit and has 2 powers.
Luffy.
But else. His name is Blackbeard.
Yeah, yeah.
Blackbeard is the only one. He ate the darkness fruit first. And the darkness fruit allows him to negate any devil fruit power if he touches them.
Mm.
So, like, let's say
Forever?
if Loronta, yeah, no, well, not forever. Only while he's touching them.
Oh.
So only time that he's in contact with you that you can't use your devil fruit power.
What's the other fruit he ate?
He ate the quake fruit.
Okay.
That
That's what I
allows
thought
him
you
to
were gonna say.
earth.
I wanna make a point of clarity. He did not eat both of those fruits. His dark fruit allows him to absorb powers too.
Ooh.
So he sucked the quake fruit power out of Whitebeard and into himself.
So he can steal powers from other people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but you can't. So no one can eat more than one fruit. If you can eat more than one fruit, but it's probably gonna kill you because it's something about like each fruit has like a soul, and like when you eat one fruit, you get the soul goes into you, and that's how you get the power that was in the fruit. But if you eat two fruits, then you have total 3 souls inside of you: your own soul, the devil fruit soul, and the second devil fruit soul. And the devil fruit souls apparently don't like each other. They'll start fighting, and they rip your body apart. That's how they explained it in the show. But
Okay, so do you change like with your personality when you eat one of these fruits?
No, you're still yourself.
yeah, and I think having a devil fruit power can drive you crazy. So I think that's kind of what's happened with Blackbeard, Marshall D. Teach. I guess he's like the big bad of the show.
I think he was already crazy before the fruit.
I mean, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. But I think the fruit kind of exacerbated that.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow. I think I'm all one pieced out for the night. Like I know that there's so much like, okay, one more thing. There is a lot of talk on Instagram that like it's not just the fights, and y'all kind of touched on it, that it's also the world, that this revolution is really deep. And so can y'all explain more about this revolution that's going on?
Okay, so like we said earlier, there's 800 years of the history that has been wiped out, and the government has wiped this out for a reason. Because just like how white people were back in the slavery time, they were recognized practically as gods. They have gods that are normal people called celestial dragons, all in order to protect them because the world says they created the earth. They created all civilization. They created all the kingdoms. So anything they say goes. And in the past, it wasn't like that. In the past, there was a civilization that was more futuristic than what it was today. But nobody knows what happened to it. It just disappeared.
So you don't even know, as like a reader of the manga, they haven't released that information yet.
No.
Okay.
Ooh.
Any of that. Like they're slowly building on telling you what could have happened, how did this happen, but they haven't told you anything on exactly what happened in this 800 years. All we know is the government took it all out the history books and made it to where only these people were in charge. And they will always remain in charge.
Yo, that's wild, because that's actually what's going on in the real world. They're removing critical race theory from the history books, so folks don't even learn about. Hey.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow, bro.
So
Art imitate life,
there are
but does life
people
imitate
who
art?
are actively trying to figure out what happened, and then the government doesn't want them to know about what
Yeah.
happened?
Anybody that figures it out dies.
Ooh.
Which is why they're trying to kill Nico Robin, because she can read the language that's on the poneglyph that's ancient that nobody should be able to read. She can read those. So she has to die because she can figure out what happened.
So there are people that are
Which is also,
actively. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, that's also why they erased her whole people.
So
Because
there are
they figured
people.
out what happened.
So there are people that are actively um hunting her.
Yes, the world government is actively hunting her.
And you said that her people figured out what happened
Yes.
and they didn't write it
They
down
decided,
nowhere.
well, they did, but the Navy did what's called a buster call, which means they surrounded the island with battleships and bombarded the whole island with cannonballs till it was set afire.
Damn.
So this world is just like a bunch of islands.
Yes, a bunch of islands.
There are continents too, but like,
But basically a bunch of islands.
yeah. All right. So
No.
so we already talked about the gum fruit, which is Luffy's fruit. Gives you, your body can stretch. Gives you your body
Miss Marvel powers.
Sure.
Not Miss Marvel.
So can he change like his appearance like Miss Marvel can, or is it just I can get long arms?
No, he can't change his. He can stretch and shit. He can like make his fist super huge.
He get big
can,
as hell too.
Yeah, he can like warm his body up to like and like move faster. I don't really know how that works, but I think he like stretches his veins and makes his blood pump faster or something.
So his skin is like rubber.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
His whole
body,
so does
everything.
does it like, is it like anti-electric?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? We'll go to that fruit next.
No.
Because there was one point in the story where he was fighting this guy.
I had to ask.
You did. You definitely did. You said
well, let me ask. And does he like if somebody physically hurts him, does it hurt as much, or does it like does he kind of like absorb it more?
So I would say if we speaking in terms of Dungeons and Dragons, he's resistant to bludgeoning damage, but he's still vulnerable to piercing and slashing.
Oh, okay. That's
so like
sharp.
You'll see him a lot like deflecting cannonballs, or somebody like just hit him with like a regular club. He'll be like, "Hey," he's like, "What you doing, man?"
It does nothing.
But I'm gonna tell you how silly this show is, and like, so this guy, he's not a celestial dragon, but he lives in the sky kingdom, and he's a god. He was a god there, but he ate the lightning fruit, so he could change his body into electricity, shoot electricity, all this shit. And so they was setting up this arc like this is the big bad guy. Luffy was fighting him, getting his ass ran, and like, but he still hadn't hit him with no electricity yet. So we all thinking that when he hit him with that electricity, Luffy finna be out. That's gonna be it. Am I right, Aite?
Yep.
Yeah. And then like they finally get to the final battle, and he finally hit him with the electricity and like some big ass electricity too. And Luffy's like, "Oh, it didn't hurt."
He's like, "I must have missed, so let me hit him with something bigger."
So y'all didn't see that coming from a mile away?
I mean, yeah, he was burning everybody else up. And we was like, shit, well, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like in real life, if you like run enough electricity through rubber, you're going to burn it. But
come on.
Just shooting it. No.
Yeah. Like, so that shit, I was like, y'all been setting up this fight for like 50 episodes and y'all do this shit.
50 episodes.
Yeah, this Scott P is a long arc.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
So is he dead now?
No, he's not dead.
He's beaten.
No one really dies in One Piece.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
I mean, people die, but no one really dies.
Ace is dead.
The main.
Dead. He's gone. He's part of the people die.
So there are people that die, but like not a lot of people die. Luffy doesn't kill people. We'll say
But
that.
this bad
Yeah.
guy, why was he a bad guy? Did he like kill people or rape people or pillage people?
I don't remember. Why was he a bad guy?
Did he know what happened 800 years ago?
No, he was a bad guy because he felt like he was God. So he wanted people to worship him and obey his and
Oh.
So
So
he was a
because
bad guy because he was conceited.
yeah, and because he had the power of lightning, no one could touch him
Oh,
because he could always turn his body into lightning and they could miss.
there are
Or he
conceited people on this podcast.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
don't
say
talk about
no
yourself like that,
names.
Jared. Don't talk about yourself like that, Jared.
I'm not talking about that.
We're trying to do
Yeah.
better with self-talk, remember?
All right. What's the next fruit?
The mirror fruit or the flame fruit. It's similar to the lightning fruit. You can change your whole body into fire. The guy we just mentioned, Ace, one of Luffy's brothers had this fruit power. And man, if you ain't never seen brotherly love before, man, Luffy loved his fucking brother, man. And they killed that man right in front of him.
Like the Island Boys.
I'm not familiar.
I wouldn't say that.
So this fruit is back in the real world looking to be found.
Nah, his other brother got it.
So Luffy's how many brothers does he have?
2.
Two.
And they are not on the ship with them.
No.
So where is he?
He's the he's second in command.
He's the what? The wrestler.
Revolutionary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Second in command to Luffy's daddy.
All right.
But yeah, we'll go to this one. This is the quake fruit. This is the one that we talking about. The dude Blackbeard stole this power, not necessarily the fruit.
Was that a whole 50 episodes too?
No, he stole that shit pretty quick. Because he just showed up. Because this dude here, Whitebeard, he was like the closest person to being king of the pirates in the show until he died.
So somebody else died. So that's 2 people.
Yeah, there's 2 people died.
Yeah.
So yeah, and he could basically make earthquakes and shit. And so he can make an earthquake out of anything. He could just like grab the air and pull it, and everything just starts shaking.
But that's not an earthquake. That's something else. There's no earth in the air.
Like I said, it's called the quake fruit, and he makes shit shake.
It's a quake, and he's also known as the world's strongest man.
Yep.
So Blackbeard is the world's strongest man.
No, Whitebeard.
Whitebeard,
strongest man.
Yeah, and then Blackbeard was the guy who had the yami fruit, the darkness fruit that stole the power from him.
So why was Whitebeard the world's strongest man?
Yeah, he was just the world's strongest man. No man could beat him.
Yeah.
Only one man
Blackbeard.
fight. Only one man ever beat him in the fight, and that was Gold D. Roger, the king of pirates.
Oh, okay. And Blackbeard.
No, he was already on his deathbed by the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he was kind of old.
Oh yeah, he's extremely old.
You old as hell. Okay. But yeah, so some other fruits. There's this Hito fruit, which is the gold fruit. One of the Marines has this one. He basically lets him change into like a giant gold Buddha. Oh yeah, that's exactly what it is. A giant a Daibutsu, a giant gold Buddha.
Wait, okay, stop, pause. So you're just a giant Buddha? Can you like move and stuff? Cause
yeah, he can move around. He can fight and shit.
Okay, so it's like a kaiju Buddha.
Pretty much. Let me see.
So Aite, what's your favorite fruits?
Actually, I don't like the fruits. I like the other power system that they use called hockey.
Okay, explain that.
Okay, so hockey is something that everyone can have is like spiritual life force. And with this,
Chakra.
yes.
Okay.
And with it, you can harden your arms, harden your legs. So, like with people with Logia type devil fruits, which was mentioned earlier, like with the flame fruit or the lightning fruit, you can hit them with your with that. And with hockey, you can also see into the future. You can knock people out with your wheel.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there are no
It's basically the
and
plot
you
armor.
can swim.
Yes, you can swim. Yes.
Okay, so
You can
there are
swim with
no.
hockey.
Yes, you can swim with hockey. People with hockey can swim.
I mean,
Okay,
but
so
everyone has hockey. If you have hockey and a devil fruit, you still cannot swim.
Yes, if you got hockey, if you have a devil fruit, you can't swim. That's period. No
so
matter what.
so if hockey exists, why would you even want a devil fruit? Because that seems like an automatic trump card to devil fruits.
You got to think about how some people are nowadays.
I mean,
Get something quick and fast, and forget the consequences.
But you have to train to develop this hockey.
Yes,
yeah.
you do.
Okay.
And then even with the training to develop your hockey, like some people are just born with stronger hockey. Like Luffy has like what they call conqueror's hockey, or hockey of the Supreme King. And so that means like his hockey is just strong, period. Like even if he never trained it, before he trained it, it was just like strong and it could knock people out in it. Some people just got regular nigga hockey, and like you can probably like make your skin a little bit harder, but that's pretty much all you can do.
Yeah, see into the future if you train hard enough.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's something that Luffy can do, is see into the future.
Yes, he can see practically 5 seconds into the future.
5 seconds.
In a fight, especially in extreme speed.
Okay. I do want to bring up this fruit. So this is the soul fruit. Brooke doesn't have it. I was wrong earlier. Big Mom has the soul fruit. And what this bitch does, she steals people's life force. So she so if you when she get up on your ass, she'll be like, hey, she'll be like, choose what will she say, Aite? Something or
Just life or whatever just what's going on that she has to say, like life or death, life or cake.
Yeah.
Give me some
So
cake.
whatever she wanted at the time. And so what the deal is, like, give her what she wants, or she's gonna steal part of your life force. And then I think does it become like part of her soul when she takes yours?
Yes, it becomes part of her soul, or she can put it into anything, like any inanimate object, like a sword or a piece of wood, and it becomes like a homie, and it only listens and follows her.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so she got like a cloud called Zeus. She got some fire called Prometheus.
What's
and she got a Napoleon.
Okay, so she put somebody's soul into a cloud and a ball of fire.
I think she put her own soul into those. Like the things that she puts her own soul into are like hella powerful. Like if she just like take your soul and put it in something, it's just gonna be alive. It won't necessarily have like power.
Okay, so DeMarcus, you called her a B word, and on this podcast we do respect women no matter what they do.
Nah. We're gonna rewrite that rule right now.
She deserves all types of disrespect.
Right, exactly. And respect no matter what you do. Nah, because if you slap me, I'm gonna slap you. You don't deserve no respect.
Okay, so she's a bad guy.
Respectfully.
She's a bad guy.
Yes, one of the worst. She's one of the 4 emperors of the sea.
Yeah, we definitely get into overtime. And I could go through these fruits all day, but I'm gonna end it right there unless there's any that you want to bring up, Aite?
No, I'm pretty good.
All right. That was draining. I feel like I just watched a show. But yeah. So I just want to end this by asking everybody, that people always say that the Holy Trinity is Luffy, Goku, and Naruto. Not my holy anime trinity, but do y'all agree that that is the anime trinity, the GOAT anime trinity?
In
For our
regards to America,
yeah.
nope. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You the guest. You guess. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
For our generation, I'd say yes, because those are the animes that we really grew up on. Those all started in the 90s.
How about you, DeMarcus?
No, I agree. Those are like those are the big three. What's that? Dragon Ball, One Piece, and what's that last one? Naruto. Those are the big three. And then you got the little three. It's Bleach. Shit, can't remember now. But I know Bleach is.
Loronta, did this make your Holy Trinity change at all?
So because like similar to you, One Piece has been out forever, and it's like one of those. So I'll get into when I get into it. But through this conversation, definitely, I love conspiracy, especially when they kind of parallel what's going on right now. So, like I said, that's why I asked, my important question: are these episodes in English? Definitely. Okay, so I'll hop in probably midway and
Episode
give them a shot.
500.
Maybe episode 800. Might
So,
flash back here and there on a couple of important character arcs, background story. But for the most part, I might skip a couple of seasons. But my Trinity, like I said, I respect them. They're the longest running for a reason, right? Like millions of people love this show for a reason. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's not good. I don't hate it. I just, like I said, it was just already so much going on, and I always felt like I was behind. So I was like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna come back whenever. But I still might dive in it.
so that's still your Trinity?
Oh
Even
no, it was
though,
never in my Trinity. I'm sorry, it was never in mine. No.
so what is your Trinity?
My Trinity, like, because even that Holy Trinity, I feel like that was for our generation up until 2013, 14, until different stuff came out. Because this new generation, they got a whole different set of Trinity. My Trinity right now, it'll probably be Attack on Titan, My Hero, and Jujutsu. That'd be my Trinity, right? But that's mine. I'm like a super casual.
Something that
super
has
casual
one
stuff.
episode and one season, 2 episodes. Oh my god, you're wilding. You're wilding.
That shit is fire. That shit is fire. That shit is decent.
I mean, it's good, but there are
like where it's
so
going.
many that has better whole arcs. Like you never seen Tsubasa Chronicles, so already, my Holy Trinity would be Naruto,
Uh-huh.
Bleach,
Yeah.
and Sailor Moon. And
You always got to put that in there. Let them know. Let them know, Jay.
I mean, that's what I grew up on. That's exactly what I grew up on.
Back in 1973.
So let's go ahead and take a quick break because we all need it. And let's come back with everybody's favorite parts.
Questions. Welcome back. Welcome back. You made it this far. You made it to your favorite part of the pod. Questions from viewers like you. So, hey, you want to Ask a question, we'll answer it. Definitely right here on this platform. You can reach out to us anyway. Uh, email blackgeekenergy@gmail.com, Instagram and TikTok at blackgeekenergy, all one word, and on Twitter at BGE_pod. So without further ado, we're gonna dive right into it. All right, first question comes from Tyler from Miami. He asks, imagine you wake up tomorrow in the body of your favorite fictional character. What adventures would you embark upon?
Imagine if we wake up tomorrow in the body of our favorite fictional character, what adventures would we embark upon?
Yep.
So our favorite fictional character is now in our world, or are we now in their world?
We're in theirs. We're in theirs. We're in theirs.
Okay. So I guess I would be Storm. And
okay.
Everybody's in love with Storm. I think that we're gonna go over that in a future episode, including Dr. Doom, Dracula, Forge, Chitala, and she just went on a date with a human in X-Men Red. But I guess that now Storm is one of the leaders of the X-Men, and she is the regent of Mars, which is the first line of defense and gateway for all aliens entering into the solar system. So yeah, juggling a lot of hats, and I would definitely have to go ahead and be Storm. She's my favorite. I don't think she would be the one I would want to be in, because she is very, busy, and I kind of just want to lay down and rest. But I would be Storm, very busy and very popular.
Okay. DeMarcus?
My favorite fictional character?
Yep.
That's a tough question to ask. So I'm just going
with
my favorite.
One of them. Yeah.
My favorite superhero is Spider-Man.
Okay.
So
Peter Parker?
and then Peter Parker Spider-Man, not Miles Morales.
God.
Not the Miles Morales?
Not Miles Morales. He was only invented in 2018, 2015?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's too young. But yeah, I love Spider-Man, but I straighten his shit out. Like, he got all these problems and shit going on. Like, I wouldn't go so far as superior Spider-Man, Dr. Octopus and Spider-Man
the
fight,
best one. Oh my God!
I'll straighten some shit out. All this pulling punches and shit, nah. Like, you go up against Spider-Man, I'm knocking your ass out. You waking up in the hospital.
I will say that he was not pulling punches recently, and Captain America came for him. It was actually the whole Fantastic Four plus Captain America, and he came for Spider-Man recently, so that was an interesting showdown. So I think that once you got that Avengers card, you can't do nothing bad, or the Avenger rich people are gonna come for you. So I just would not ever want to be Peter Parker, because now he works for Norman Osborn. It just doesn't make any sense. I would rather be Miles.
That was his mentor, though. Norman was Peter's mentor for a long time. So
okay, right. That doesn't mean anything. He still killed people. I know, he was my mentor. That doesn't mean anything. Like you're still a horrible human being.
Well, Jared, there's something called forgiveness. I think you should look into it.
All right. Aite, what about you? If you were any fictional character, who would you be?
I'd probably be Batman.
Not Batman.
Let me get off this episode right now. Would really be Bruce Wayne? We had a whole episode about him. You must not listen to this podcast.
It's Batman. Batman can do no wrong.
Yes, he can. Are you serious?
Ow.
Our whole episode.
Ow.
I actually don't want to get back into it because we're almost at 2 hours, but there's a whole entire episode of why Bruce Wayne is the worst person in the whole DC universe. All right. There's a whole episode about that I was on here yelling at DeMarcus and Loronta for. So there's a whole episode of why you should not want to be Batman. But, it's your decision. You can be a villain. It's your favorite.
I had another superpower. I'd be.
Wait, what you say?
If I had any other superpower, that's what I'd be. Straight up villain.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I would be a villain too. What about you,
Mm-mm.
Lorente?
For me, I'd probably wake up and go try and catch them all. I wake up as a Pokemon trainer and just go out there and live life. That's what
Okay.
I'd probably do.
Okay. So you would be Ash or Gary?
I'll be Ash Ketchum.
Okay.
I'll probably be Ash. I'll probably be Ash.
I mean, Gary was
You more
better.
rock.
Gary's a dickhead. I ain't
It
like how
didn't
he was
take.
always trying to gloat.
I mean, it didn't take 20 years for Gary to win the Pokemon League. So.
It's not about the destination. It's more about the journey and growth. Okay?
Okay.
Don't ever forget that, man. Don't ever
You
forget that.
12 forever.
You said what?
You trying to stay 12 forever.
Hey, forever a kid.
Hmm.
Forever a kid. No responsibilities. Catch as many Pokemons. I got all 3 starters. I'll evolve them mugs, but that's it. Okay. All right, moving on. Well, we got Samantha from Virginia Beach. She asks, what's your all-time favorite geeky or nerdy memory that still brings back a smile to your face whenever you think about it? Once again, what's your all-time favorite geeky or nerdy memory that still brings a smile to your face whenever you think about it?
Why don't you start us off, Lorente?
Oh no, I read the question. That's not how this goes.
DeMarcus, what's yours?
My favorite geeky memory. I have a lot, y'all. I have a lot. You know, my first D&D game is a good one. I used to play this game, Dot Hack Sign on PlayStation 2. When I got a memory card, when I finally got a memory card so I could save the game and actually start making progress and beating it. Boy. Because before that, having to start over every fucking time. And then I'll try to leave it on when my mama left. Boy, she'll always turn that shit off. And I'll be like, Mama, now I got to start over. I was playing for 3 hours yesterday. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, so.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that used to be so dumb to me. Like when video games didn't have internal memory. Like that shit
trying
used
to
to
save
be
something.
that shit. Oh my goodness, that didn't make any sense. That was a design flaw. Like, or they just trying to sell more shit. But go ahead, that used to piss me off.
Aite, what about you? Your favorite geeky memory?
That's hard. Cause I've had a lot myself. I'd probably say how I spazzed out one time watching what anime was it? I think I forgot the name of it now. But I know I spazzed out so hard that my grandmother came up to see what was wrong with me.
Dang.
What happened? What did she say? What did you do?
I had flipped over the chair and because I'm watching on my computer screen. I done flipped out the chair and rolled over, jumped on the bed.
Was it at a battle scene or just like an event in the story?
It was King Gohan killing Cell.
I think it probably was that moment. It probably was that moment.
Hell no.
Well, I flipped out. Flipped out.
My favorite geeky moment, and DeMarcus just reminded me of this in a recent episode. But my favorite geeky moment was building my deck to beat DeMarcus, only DeMarcus, and beating him time after time after time after time, and really just loving that feeling of ultimate victory. Of course, when I played against anybody else, it was game over. But I know that when I played against DeMarcus, I knew that a victory was shortly to come for me. and defeat
Oh wow.
the eyes of defeat would be in the Marcus's face. So that's my favorite geeky memory, and that's actually a geeky memory that I feel like everybody should have.
Mm, mm. One of my favorite geeky. Oh, you got something to say?
It was just like those eyes
Yeah.
that he has right now. Those eyes of defeat.
Jerry, I'm like a paraplegic. I ain't never felt defeat.
No, you have. Why you had this whole deck that's made against me? You need to get another
I ain't never
deck.
say that.
Yes, you did. That's the only reason I got another deck.
I ain't sound like that. I was like, you made your whole deck to defeat me. That made me feel like a winner. It's like I'm that much of a challenge that you needed to customize your deck and include illegal cards to beat me.
And
A deck full of
now you
counters.
rewrite history.
I'm
Now
honored.
you rewrite
I'm honored,
history.
Jared. I'm honored.
Go ahead. And
Oh,
I just want to
man.
say I did not know they were illegal, and you didn't know they were illegal either. We were finding out together. But go ahead,
We did.
Loronta.
Yeah, so similar, definitely. Some of my favorite memories, just played D&D for the first time recently, fell in love with it. I feeling like we got a good relationship going. We be off and on. Same, just like with a memory card. When we had Dragon Ball Z, Budokai 3, and me and my brothers, we would leave that game on for a cool like 48 hours because we didn't have a memory card. But now mine was when I realized I really liked the show and I had to go and read the manga because the anime was just taking too long to come out. It was like Attack on Titan season 1, and they didn't announce season 2 until like 3 years later. And I was like, oh, it's taking too long. And so I really I dove in it and I read about 60 chapters in 2-3 weeks. Like I just kept on reading. I was like, wow, I really must like this shit, huh? Because man, y'all know me. I like this shit duh in my face. I ain't gotta try too hard. I just absorb the content. But nah, I like Attack on Titan so much I had to go read the manga. So that's
All right.
probably one of my favorite. Huh?
So you know how it ends.
No, I stopped reading. I stopped because I was like, I want to see this on the screen. I really did want to see that, so I stopped.
No.
What's up? You know how it ended? You read it all the way through?
No, I just became a fan of Attack on Titan from listening to y'all. So I just a couple of months ago went through it, and
Okay. It's
yeah.
all right. It's all right.
I mean, maybe
all right.
that can be a topic for the future, but yeah, I just watched it, and this watch that I just did was like my third watch through that I actually made it through, besides the first
Wow.
series. So yeah, I actually put my
Wow.
phone down, put my life down. I didn't have a job, so I wasn't doing nothing. I just focused and I tried to be there for this show. And yeah, it kept my attention. But towards the end, it got kind of I picked my phone back up.
Yeah, it definitely can do that. I like the intro. Like I said, I love shows like Game of Thrones where anybody can die at any time. And that's what I really liked about it. But yeah, that was another memory I had was Daite and a couple of our other friends. We went to go see the Demon Slayer movie. I think the train one or whatever. And the
You
moment we
hated
walked
it.
in, get through the previews, man, it was in fucking it was sub, man. Y'all know I hate sub. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? And he looked over at me laughing because he knew I was mad. I was like, bro, what is it? Like, I did not just spend money to read. Like, no. Like,
Of course, it was going to be
the
subbed. It was a
fuck?
movie. They don't
But no,
dub
they had
movies
the
that
fucking
quickly.
dub. They had yes, they had the dub like the theater right over. And I was like, nah, I'm straight. I'll read through it. And that shit was so boring. But that's me. Let's move on, y'all.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Next question. Next question is gonna be from Brienne from Charlotte. She says, "Hey, I've been listening to y'all from the beginning. Y'all sound really good together. Has been the most rewarding part of you all's journey so far?" I'll answer that one. The most rewarding part is our listeners like yourself. Y'all writing in these awesome questions. Y'all
Oh my
listening to the
God.
very end, and I really appreciate it. I really, really do. Go ahead, fellas.
DeMarcus, you want to go?
Sure, I'll go. I'll definitely say the engagement and the growth. And I'm surprised every week by how many listeners we got. I was definitely surprised the first episode. Like we had a lot of listeners. And I don't think we've had one do better than that, have we? Yeah, but still, like to look at our metrics and see like when we release an episode, like it spikes a lot. Like I'm like, that's cool as hell. And at this point, we've got like a sponsor. Shout out to BetterHelp, betterhelp.com/BGEpod. We've got a few like dedicated listeners who are like always engaging with the content, always liking stuff, always commenting. And we've had a bunch of guests on. Shout out Aite. This is starting to feel like a real podcast. Like, we got a regular recording schedule and shit. Like it's the like just the growth and the like maturity that we've gotten in even these few short months.
Okay. My favorite part is actually knowing that that I'm influencing people. Like knowing that some of my recommendations, like people have come up to me and say, "Oh, I watched that," or "I read that," or even Loronta on this podcast being like, "I love Dungeons and Dragons now. We need to play tomorrow." And the people that I'm influencing with some of my opinions and some of my things that I say and my knowledge and my likes. I think that is one of the favorite things that I have so far on this podcast. But I say, what's your favorite part of this podcast so far?
It's just the interaction, the camaraderie, how everybody's talking to each other. Like, it's real nice. It's real cool. Like how y'all got going, and I really like the fact that I know y'all. So when y'all blow up, I can be like, yeah, I know that. I know them.
I knew them way back when.
Yeah, I was
way back.
But you ain't left no review though of our podcast, Aite.
We need you to go to podcast section on the iPhone. I know you got an iPhone. Go to the podcast section. Type in Black Geek Energy. Go to the podcast section. Type in Black Geek Energy. Leave a couple. Leave a couple of remarks. We're trying to boost that engagement. So if you could please do that, it'd be greatly appreciated. With that being said, that's the last question. Thank you so much for coming on. I know it was last minute, but I appreciate you for bringing all your One Piece knowledge. We might have you back on because we didn't even really get into One Piece. Really, we just went through the Straw Hat Crew and a couple of the Devil Fruit. So we might have to run One Piece back again, but that'll be up to
Yeah, I was like, I like this episode. I just didn't like this episode because like I was like, so like there's so many questions, and I just feel like if I had a question, like 5 more questions would come up. I just my mind was so exhausted of this episode. Like I can't do this again.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if it gets on the schedule. But thanks again, I for coming through. With that being said, anything else, fellas?
Yes, the Marcus said, go ahead and check out our sponsor, betterhelp.com/BGEpod. And as Loronta said, go ahead, follow us on all our socials, and then make sure that you also go to our podcast page, scroll all the way down and leave us a cute little comment or a mean comment or whatever you want to do. And again, thank you to Aite. Aite, is there something that you want to promote or anything before we check out?
I don't really promote myself, so I don't have nothing to really promote. So nah.
I mean your drumming
Charitable
page.
cause, you know what I'm saying?
Uh, you can go follow me on Instagram. Dolomite is my name.
Yeah.
You can see all my Atlanta Braves heavy hitters,
Yeah.
adventures.
You can see him banging that big drum at the top of the
Stadium.
at the top of the stadium. And other than that, of course, follow us and we'll see you guys next time.
BGE out. All right, good job, fellas.
All right, let's take a break to check in on our geeks. How are y'all doing? How are y'all feeling? How's your heart? How's your mind? Now, y'all have asked us about mental health before and what our feelings are on mental health, and I say that your mental health is just as important as your physical health, your spiritual health, and your financial health, your fiscal health. And therapy, a lot of times, is a bridge to those other things. And so our sponsor, BetterHelp, is here to help us with that and help you with that. And I know a lot of y'all don't believe in therapy. Y'all ain't got time for it. Can't nobody tell you how you feel. But that's not what BetterHelp is here to do. What BetterHelp does is that they have licensed professionals that help you understand why you're feeling the way you do and are able to walk you through those feelings and help you get to a better place or just to reassure you of where you already are. I'm in therapy myself, and I can tell you that it's working for me. So, why not give it a try? You can go to betterhelp.com/BGE pod. That's beta gamma epsilon pod for 10% off and get started with BetterHelp today.
Leave that was draining. Gosh, it just kept going on and on. I don't even think I got all the questions that I wanted to ask out. But
I
okay.
see. It's a lot going on with the show.
It's a lot going on. All right. It's up to you, Lorenzo.
Okay. Give me 30 seconds. Let me go into my notes.
Oh my God, that was so draining.
Let me see.
And
That's
you said
one
it's
and
a
two.
lot of fillers.
Nah, it's just a lot of everything. Every episode is canon, but some of it's like they just get away from like the main storyline and then get back around to it. Even if they
Stop.
even get in the way, even when they get away from the main storyline, like somehow it is related to like the shit that they trying to do. Like they find a poneglyph or they get a new crew member or something.
Side missions all day.
I'm sure there's a Reddit thread that tells you what to watch and what not to watch, but this is just draining to me. All right, let's get on to the questions. Or whenever you're ready.
All right, gotta go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.